All right. So find yourself in a position the way that you're sitting that makes you feel really good about yourself, that gives you a sense of dignity about how you're sitting. So maybe that means that the core is engaged, the spine is long, crown of your head is lifted, and even imagine the roof of your mouth and the back of your skull lifting as well. So the back of the neck is long, the front of the throat is soft and relaxed, the chest is open, and the core is engaged. Take a moment and close your eyes and just begin to focus on your breath. See if you can notice the gentle sensation at the back of the throat, back of the mouth, where the cool air comes in on an inhale, and then maybe you feel the warm air stroking up on an exhale, just at the back of the mouth. And if that doesn't seem accessible to you, perhaps you can feel the gentle lift of the ribs on an inhale, and then the relaxation of the ribs on the exhale. And third place you might notice would be just in that space between the tip of your nose and your top lip, feeling the air gently come through on the inhale, passing over that space and into the nostrils. And on the exhale, slightly warmer air passing out through the nostrils, just stroking that skin above the upper lip. As you make notice of these things, beginning to deepen your inhales just a little bit. Let them be a little slower and a little longer, a little deeper, filling the lungs. And then let your exhales be even slower. Take all the time in the world to exhale out everything there is, to comfortably exhale. And maybe even a little pause before you begin to fill up again. So filling up the lungs, maybe feeling it at the nose, maybe the back of the throat, maybe the lift of the ribs. And when you exhale, maybe feeling the ribs relax, the warm air passing up over the back of the mouth, and then passing out through the nostrils. When you inhale, see if you can cultivate the sensation of the spine getting longer, taller, lifting up against gravity. And on the exhales, can you cultivate the sense of letting go? So letting go of any preoccupations, troubling thoughts, tension in the body, tension in the mind. Truly letting everything dissolve on your exhales. And even in your mind, hearing the words, letting go, letting go, letting go. Just spending a few moments in quiet here, in communion with your deepest self. The place where there is no judgment, no past, no future, just the present, and the eternal flame of life within you. That spark of the universe that each of us have during this lifetime. Celebrating that spark within you. And breathing into the container, your body, that holds that spark. Feel as though each breath is nourishing every cell in your body, bathing your body with loving kindness, compassion, grace, and joy. And then gently blink your eyes and come back. So today we'll start with just a little breath work. So it'll be 4 breaths. And we'll do it a little bit slowly. We'll inhale through the nose and we'll exhale blowing out the mouth. So let me show you and then we'll do it together. So you'll adapt this to whatever your capacity is today. But soft fists on an inhale, the elbows will go back and will open the chest. When you exhale and blow it out of your mouth, you'll cross your hands over your chest. The third step is another inhale. The elbows swing back to open up the chest. And then the fourth movement is the arms just come up and over. You just let the hands go wherever they will. And that's also an exhale. So like that. All right? So again, any adaptation that works for wherever your hands can go. And let's try for 5 of these breaths. We'll do them together nice and slow, and I'll count. All right? So soft fists. And even if these movements aren't available, see it in your mind's eye and coordinate the breath with us. All right? So when you are ready, inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Fourth one, inhale, swing the arms back, open the chest. Exhale, cross the arms, blow it out the mouth. Inhale, let the arms swing back or the chest open. And exhale, take the arms up and over. And last one, inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And then take it down. And just take a few quiet breaths here. And just release. All right. Now we'll try a little bit with arms again with our breath. So bring your left hand to your shoulder or somewhere back, and your right hand punches out, and that'll be an exhale. And then an inhale and an exhale, the left fist punches out. And inhale and right fist. And inhale and left fist. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, rise up the spine. Exhale, punch with the right hand. Inhale, hands to the chest. And exhale, left hand. And then we bring it back and relax for a moment. All right, let's just work with our shoulders now. So we'll do alternating shrugs. So we'll start with the right shoulder. On an inhale, lift your right shoulder up, squeeze it in and hold the breath for just a moment. And when you exhale, just let it fall down. And then left shoulder, inhale it up and hold the breath just for a moment. And then let it fall down. And the right, hold, and exhale it down. Inhale the left up and hold, squeeze it in, get a little taller, and take it down. Let's do one more like this. Inhale up and hold, and then inhale left shoulder up and hold, and all right, now that we've done individual shoulders, let's try them both at the same time. So your arms are relaxed by your side, you're engaging your core. And when you're ready, inhale both shoulders up, squeeze it in, hold your breath and pause here. And then exhale, drop them both down. Let's try that 2 more times. So inhale up and squeeze, and exhale it down. And inhale up, and exhale down. There we go. All right, now we'll do alternate shoulders where we circle the shoulders to the best of our ability. So on an inhale, you take that shoulder forward and up. And on the exhale, you'll take it back and down. And let's stay with the right shoulder. We'll do 3 more like this. Up, and then around and down. And up, around and down, And last time. Forward and up. And exhale back and down. Now we'll try the left shoulder. So bring it forward and up. And exhale left and down. Forward and up. Exhale back and down. And two more. See if you can find your smooth, continuous motion of that left shoulder. And then find the biggest version of that movement that you can make at this time. So we're kind of exaggerating it a little bit. All right, so maybe now you'll guess, we'll try both shoulders at the same time now. So when you're ready, inhale both shoulders up, a little pause as you start to move them back, and then begin your exhale as you squeeze them back and down. And inhale forward and up, and exhale back and down. Let's do two more. So forward and up. You can let your arms be part of it if that's more comfortable. And forward and up. And exhale back and down. All right. So now we'll try and circle the shoulders even more. So let's see if you can bring right hand to the shoulder or the chest or just any place. See if you can lift that arm up a little bit and station it. And then we'll draw little tiny circles with that elbow. We'll start tiny. And if that's not available, maybe then it's just the shoulder that moves. But see what works for you. And then maybe see if you can make those shoulder circles a little bigger. Just taking it back and around, forward and up. And let's do one more like this, up and back and around. Okay. So that was right shoulder. We'll do left, then we'll do both. So find your version of left shoulder where you want to be. And we'll start with little circles. That's good, Jeremiah. And then see if we can make them a little bit bigger. Take it nice and slow so you can feel every part of it. So you're getting that feedback from your shoulder and your arm. And then find your biggest version of what works here. All right. Now keep your left hand where it is. Add the right hand if you're able. And we'll alternate a few times. So we'll do the right and then the left. And see if you can find a little flow back and forth from side to side. And then come to center. And let's see if we can take the shoulders not alternating but together. So can we take both elbows back and around? Bring them towards the front, back and around, and back and around. Good. And then release your hands. And you can sort of swing your shoulders back and forth just to let them release a little bit. All right, so now we'll do some variations of having our hands behind our head. So we'll interlace the fingers and place them at the back of the head if that feels available. If that doesn't feel available, hands can be on shoulders, hands can be on chest, or maybe no hands. See what works for you. I'm going to interlace and I'll show it like that at the back of my head, kind of cupped at the back of the skull, and it helps you lift up a little bit. All right. So there's a lot we can do like this. So on an inhale, get a little taller, and when you exhale, just lean straight over to the right. Let that left elbow come towards the ceiling. Inhale back to center, and use your exhale to take it over to the left. And bring it back. Let's do that one more time like this. Take it to the right, maybe look up, bring it back to center so you'll feel your abdominals working here to keep you centered. Take it to the left, the right elbow reaches for the ceiling, and then we come back up. All right. So now, let's take it up and down. So we'll call this our version of cat-cow. So on an inhale, look up and take the elbows wide, and your back will go into a little arc, looking up. When you look down, you'll bring your elbows closer together and you're not yanking on your head at all. You're just simply bringing the chin towards the collarbones and letting your elbows be on either side of your forehead. And that's an exhale. So now we'll inhale, open up the chest, broaden the elbows and look up. And exhale, drop the chin, close the elbows and look down. Let's do that one more time. So opening up, looking up, and then gently drawing the chin in and closing down, letting the upper back round just a little bit. And then come back to center. And there's still something we can do here. So on an inhale, get tall. And when you exhale this time, pull your belly in and look to the right. So just a little twist here. Come back to center. And when you exhale, let's twist to the left. And now let's keep this going back and forth. Just flow right and left. Maybe just twisting the spine, the head and neck. Just letting yourself twist from side to side, establishing your range of motion today. Let's do one more time on each side. And then release and bring your hands down. All right, let's do a little something with the head and neck now. Give our arms a little break. All right, so your head is level and draw your chin in just a little bit. And let's look to the right. So we'll just turn our head part way to the right and then drop your chin to your collarbone and pause. You might feel some stretch along the left side of your neck, trying to anchor your shoulder blades back and down. And then lengthen your breath again. On the exhales, can you let any tightness release? Now inhale your head level, go past center, and look over to the left. Just, a comfortable looking to the left, not an extreme. And then on an exhale, drop your chin to your collarbone. Make sure that right shoulder goes back and down. And we'll take a few breaths here. And then come back to center. All right, so we did right and left a little bit and down. Let's just look to the right and then look to the left. So maybe now a little bit of a fuller movement, or just find what your end range is, looking right and left. Let's do that one more time, right and left. Now the neck can do lots of things, but we want to recognize that the neck muscles are really attached down into the middle back. So now we'll try and use that whole expression of those muscles. So now when you inhale, we always get tall in the center. When you exhale, just let your whole body lean to the right and let your right ear come towards your right shoulder. So you're letting your head and neck relax, and you're just leaning. And then inhale yourself back to center and exhale to the left. And inhale to center. And just try this back and forth. My cat is very interested in us right now. Back to center and to the left and center. Let's try that one more time on each side. Leaning, bringing ourselves to center, leaning, and bringing ourselves to center. All right. Our head can also move in a diagonal way. So I'm going to ask us, we'll look up to the right and down to the left. So let's try that 4 or 5 times. So look up where the wall and the ceiling meet to the right. And then imagine you're drawing a half circle with your chin. Bring it down to your left collarbone and look as though you can look through your armpit with X-ray vision. And then take that little diagonal path. So lifting the chin up and to the right as you inhale, and drawing the chin down and to the left, looking through your body as you exhale. Try that 2 more times. And if there is any resistance or tension or tightness, see if by using your breath, imagine your breath is actually lifting up your chin as you inhale and drawing down your chin as you exhale. See if using the breath as the movement, what initiates the movement, can take away any sense of tightness or discomfort. All right, so now we pause for a moment in the middle, and then we'll do upper left, lower right. All right, so let's look up, take the chin to the upper left, a little pause, and then as you exhale, pull the belly in and bring the chest, the chin the whole way down to the edge of your right collarbone, your clavicle, and see if you can look back through. And then once you've found that little arc of movement, let's do it a few times. Inhaling up and to the left, exhaling down and to the right. And a few more times like that. Really use that inhale to fill the lungs, and as the lungs fill, they lift the head. As the lungs empty, they draw the head down. So beginning to coordinate breath with movement. And then come back to center. All right, let's see if we can do a little bit of a twist here. Now, we'll be using the arms, and if that doesn't work for you, then allow your torso to move. But let's see how this works. So let's take the left hand either to the shoulder or up to the side or behind the head, wherever is comfortable for you. And we'll take the right arm out to the side. Now exhale and just take yourself over to the right. Then inhale, come up to center, bring that right hand up. And now, when you exhale, take the right hand over to the left and have a little twist. So we're doing this all on the right side right now. So you'll bring that right arm long and we'll exhale down. Then inhale, bring that right hand up. And then pivot your whole torso, looking to the left, and drop that left hand towards the right knee. Let's do that 2 more times. So the right arm comes out, and we exhale down and over. We inhale back up, and we exhale and twist. And one more time. Bring that right arm out, and we take it over. Bring it up, pivot, and take it to the left. And you can press a little bit against that left thigh and find your twist. And then come back to center and release. Take just a moment here. Take a deep breath through both nostrils and then sigh it out, letting go of any tension in the body. And now we'll try the other side. So now the right hand will stay at the back of the head or the chest or the shoulder or raised. And we'll be moving primarily the left. All right, so the left arm goes out to the side. And on an exhale, we'll drape it down and over. We'll use gravity and just lean. And pet the cat. And then bring it back. And then take it to the right knee and twist. Look to the right. Release that arm and bring it back to center. And when you exhale, let's take it down. Let gravity do the work. Use your inhale to float back up. And then left hand to the right knee as you turn and look to the right. We'll do that 2 more times. So release that left arm to any degree and then let it drop down. Lean over to the left. Bring yourself back up. You can tap the back of the head or just keep the arm up, and then right away we'll go over to the right knee, lift up and twist. And one more time. Float that arm out to the side and let it drop down. Inhale up, pivot your torso to the right, drop the hand, and open up. And then come back to center and pause. All right, let's use a little of our hips now, just for a tiny bit. So you're sitting on your sit bones, and you have a pubic bone in the front and a tailbone in the back. So we'll call that a diamond. There's a diamond shape. So when you inhale, let's just rock forward. We're just bringing the whole spine forward, leaning forward towards our pubic bone. Then take it over to the right. You can even lift that left hip up a little bit. Then sink back. So you're leaning back. Make sure you have room to move back. And then take it over to the left. So it's like we're making a baseball diamond, right? So this is like, let's see if I can do the analogy. This would be second base. This would be third base, maybe. This would be home plate, leaning back. And then going to first base is taking it over. So let's just find these 4 points and see if you can find your smooth movement between these. Just repositioning your torso over these points of your pelvis. You can use your hands to help, your arms, keeping your spine long, and just playing with it a little bit. All right, now next time you come around, can you connect those 4 points into a circle? So take the diamond and turn it into a circle. And see if you can find a flowing movement between those 4 points. So you're transferring the weight of your body all around the pelvic bone, and then come back to center. All right, and then pause. And because we went one direction, now we'll go the other direction. All right. So we're going that way, so we've got to go the other way. All right, so lean forward, and then to the left, and then back, and to the right. So first, we're just hitting those 4 points: forward, left, back, and right. And you can make these movements as small or as large as is appropriate for you today. We'll do one more in this diamond, to the left, and back, and to the right, and now we're going to connect them. So find your version of connecting them into a flowing movement, circular movement, redistributing the weight around the pelvis. So trying to release any tension that's in your shoulders, your neck, your spine, just by these really simple movements, allowing your body to flow around. Let's do one more, and then we'll come back. All right, so that was movement happening from down here. So now it's a little bit more challenging to move through the mid-spine. So we'll call these heart circles. So we'll sort of tackle it in a similar way. So imagine your heart, just let your heart lean forward, and then take your heart over to the side. So it's a little bit of a smaller movement, or make it be what you need it to be. Cave the heart in, take it back, your shoulders are almost hunched up a little, and then over to the left. And so now if I keep my hand where my heart is, I'm going to try and connect those 4 points. You can let it be a diamond, or you can do a circle. So it's literally trying to move the rib cage in relation to the hips. This is very good for your lungs. It helps your breathing because you're expanding in your middle chest here, moving it around. I always say that I think this is what you needed to do a hula hoop, which I could never do. I don't know. All right, and then come back and pause. And then let's try it in the other direction. So the heart will come forward, then the heart will go to the left, the heart will go back, cave in a little, and then the heart will go to the right. And then see if you can either do a diamond or a circle with the heart. Putting the focus of the movement in the upper torso now, not so much in the lower torso. A few more circles here. And see how that feels. Moving the rib cage. I'll put my hands on the ribs so you can see. Moving the rib cage. All right, and then come back around. All right. Let's do a variation of sun salutations. They involve like bigger movements with the whole body, and they're nice near the end of the practice just to involve everything as best we can. All right, so you're sitting up tall and you have room to lean back, so there's room behind you. We'll start by just pressing the air back, taking the hands back behind us. Use your inhale to sweep your hands forward and up. Now lean halfway forward so your spine's at a diagonal and you're reaching way out in front of you. When you exhale, just let your arms fly back to any degree. We're going to do a big jump. Now inhale and reach forward again as far as you can, like you're reaching for something just past your reach. And then just roll yourself down. Let your head and neck relax completely. And then we'll come up. So one version is to put your hands on your lap and help push yourself up and bring your hands to your heart. So let's try that again. So inhale and push the air back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Exhale, halfway down and reach way out. Exhale and push that air back again. And then inhale and reach forward again. And exhale and just round down to any degree. Take an extra breath down here. And then if you don't need your hands to help yourself come back up, you can inhale the arms the whole way up. And then exhale your hands to your heart. Good. Let's try that one more time. And what's nice about sun salutations is they're just a flow. So every breath is a movement, every movement is a breath, and you just let yourself relax into it. So push it back on an inhale. And then next inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, halfway forward. Take the arms back. And then inhale and reach again. And exhale and roll down. Pause here, let the back of your neck lengthen. Let the crown of your head reach for the floor. Try and soften into the posture. And then we'll make our way up with an inhale. So lots of options here. So maybe inhale up. And then hands to the heart. Let's do it one more time, actually. So push the air back as you exhale. And swing your arms forward and look up as you inhale. Come halfway down as you exhale. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, swing your arms back. And then reach with an inhale. And roll down to any degree with an exhale. Take a breath down here. Let your spine lengthen. Breathe into the back body and make space there. And then maybe hands on lap to push up. If you're doing that, keep your chin tucked and just roll up. And then exhale, hands to the heart. All right. Time for just a little bit more. Let's do a little bit with the arms. It's similar to what we did before, but on an inhale, let your elbows rock back, soft fists in your hands. And this time when you exhale, let's push the air away, drop the head and round the back. And then inhale and lift up and draw back. And exhale and push away. Inhale, maybe look up this time, and exhale, push away, and one more time like that. Inhale, and exhale, and push away. All right, so let's finish with a little bit of head movement that we haven't done before. So now on an inhale, look up, take the chin up. Now imagine that there's a clock and we're going to go around the clock face nice and slow. So with our chin leading, When you exhale, take your head to 1 o'clock. So it'll be just a little bit to the right. And then 2 o'clock. When you're at 3 o'clock, let your right ear face the right shoulder. And then 4 o'clock, begin to bring your chin down just a little. 5 o'clock, looking down at the floor. And 6 o'clock, chin is right in the center of your chest. Inhale to 7 o'clock, and you bring your chin just a little to the left. Then 8 o'clock. By the time you get to 9 o'clock, let your left ear face your left shoulder. And then leading with the chin, 10 o'clock, 11, and up to the ceiling is 12. Now maybe close your eyes and nice and slowly let that clock happen again with your full head and neck. We'll do it twice. So finding that smooth, slow, deliberate, mindful motion of your head and neck the whole way around. And then you'll do it one more time. And we do it slowly because the bones at the top of your neck and your skull are not round. The way your shoulders and your hips, the bones are actually round, and so we move in circles really easily there. Here, they're not round, so we can go in a circle, but we have to do it really mindfully. All right, so when you finish that, we'll pause and you'll bring your head to level. Feel nice lengthening the neck on either side, and we'll do it in the opposite direction now. So inhale that chin up, and then exhale to 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, sideways at 9 o'clock. Keep going, 8, 7, middle of the chest at 6 o'clock, 5, lifting up a little, 4, letting the right ear, so turning the head at 3 o'clock, and then lifting the chin at 2, and 1, and then 12 o'clock. Now do that twice more. And it might feel very different than the other side. You're not necessarily holding your tension symmetrically. And so you might be able to move much more easily in one direction than the other. That's to be expected. And the point is just to become aware without judgment. Just notice it. And maybe the breath can help release some of the holding patterns. And then bringing yourself back, finishing that. And let's just take a little minute or two here and sit quietly one more time, and we'll pay attention to the breath. So we'll count the breath now. So maybe close your eyes if that feels more comfortable. Settle in wherever you're sitting. See if you can dismiss any resistance. And imagine for a moment that you are not breathing, but that life is breathing you. So every time you inhale, just let it feel like a gentle river coming in without any resistance. It is breathing you, it's flowing into you, and then it flows back out. So we'll start with just witnessing the air moving in and filling the lungs. And then the air moving out and emptying the lungs. And then as we become more of a participant, we can say to ourselves as we inhale, say, I inhale and my lungs fill. I exhale, my lungs empty. Let's do that a few times. I inhale and my lungs fill. I exhale, my lungs empty. Let's do that one more time. I inhale, my lungs fill. I exhale, my lungs empty. And now see if you can count to yourself your breath. And I'll count, but obviously you breathe the way that feels best to you. But I'll count what's called square breathing. That means we'll inhale for 4, you'll hold your breath for 4, you'll exhale for 4, and you'll stay empty for 4. Let's just try a few rounds of that and see how it feels for you. So when you are ready, inhale for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pause. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And pause. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pause. Hold the breath. The lungs are full. Feel as though you're still expanding. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just pause at the bottom. No breath, no movement. Just a little stillness. And then again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And pause. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And pause. And then let your breathing return to normal. Maybe a little deeper. Maybe with a little pause. Only if it feels right. Otherwise, just inhale and exhale as feels right to you at this time. So paying attention, focusing on your breath, feeling it fill your body on an inhale and empty out on an exhale. And introducing a sense of spaciousness and calm and stillness inside. Setting your thoughts aside, setting any movement aside, and just feeling very fulfilled by that process of life giving you an inhale and the body returning it with an exhale. Just this give and take back and forth between you and the universe. Inhaling, bringing in life, exhaling, giving it back. It's a simple process and yet a profound one. And then bringing your hands together, if you choose, in front of your heart. And just taking a moment to give thanks for your life, for your body, for each other, and this practice that we share. And for Adaptive Adventures for sponsoring this class. And in closing, I say the light, the life within me, honors and sees the light and life within each of you. Namaste.